So today I got the opportunity to interview Shelby, and here's her interview. Enjoy it.
My name is Shelby Gilbert. I'm from Indiana. I guess just to put it into 2 words is sweet assurance. Just, it's been tough at times, but just how God has been so constant about his pursuit. For me personally, it's just been really sweet in those, tough moments. Probably the lost key. When Michelle thought she locked the keys. Well, she said she locked the keys in the bathroom in Costa Rica, and I just heard a podcast just about how when 2 or more agree, the Heavenly Father will provide. And it was a podcast from my girl Melissa. Shout out to Taylor for telling me about her. She was teaching her son just the importance of when 2 or 3 agree, they can, your Heavenly Father will provide. And he's like, oh my gosh, will it work for finding Legos? And she's like, sure, why not? There's no limit with God, you know? And so I heard that podcast and I was on fire. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And then Michelle, she left the keys in there. We're freaking out because that's how we got into our house at the time. And we were in the taxi and I was like, oh my gosh, I just heard this podcast. Guys, do you agree that the key is in Michelle's pocket or just in this car right now? Because we were freaking out. That was just how we had to get inside our home, and it was cold. We were on a mountain. And yeah, so we all agreed. And all of a sudden, Michelle gets in her pocket, in her back pocket, and pulls out the key. And we were freaking out. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And just the faith just to know and trust that God is going to provide in those really cool ways. Okay, yeah, so especially last month in Panama, it was if you step, I'll equip. And just continuing just to step into things and just trusting the process of what he's doing, even when it's difficult, like I said, and it's frustrating. Just constantly knowing that he will have sweet assurance, and when you're in his presence and you just you want more of that. And so yeah, if you step, I'll equip. So this month we didn't really have a schedule. It was just asking the Lord really, and ministry really has been this past month just about building relationships and staying in that awkward moment of okay, I'm sitting down with this person and it's really awkward and I can't speak their language, but just staying there and just knowing that even in the awkwardness, God is going to do something really cool. And so yeah, last month we built a lot of relationships with people, a lot of people from the States and a lot of people from the country, and so that was just really cool. And just an encouragement. Sometimes when you go on these things, you think that you're gonna be an encourager, and just how they poured into us so much and encouraged us. It was just really cool. Probably not contacting my family this past month. I never knew how hard it would be. I thought it was, just not have my phone for a month, but just I was really homesick this past month in North Africa. And seeing that though, it was just really sweet because it reminded me I want to be intentional and I want to be pursuing my family constantly, just how the Lord pursues and is intentional with us. That really reminded me oh my gosh, my family is everything to me. And so yeah, I would say not contacting them and just not being able to bring them into this space, but it really showed me that I want to. Don't overpack. Have open hands. When you're coming into this, you're learning a lot about yourself and about your relationship with the Lord, and just knowing, like, it says in the Bible, dying to ourselves, and just the surrender. Like, God, like, I have no idea what today may look like, but you do. You know everything. You already have everything that, you know, I need. And yeah, I would just, have open hands, really. Just, like, literally do this. Just open your hands and, like, just see how God provides for you that day, how he interrupts your day. Be interruptible. That's something that they taught us. And that's something I really learned last month too, just to be interruptible and just to know that, like, whatever God has for me, like, it's gonna be so good. There's a lot. We laughed a lot. Oh my gosh, what did we do? Oh, well, I have two. One's at Trent, and just going back there, they're making coffee, and going in the back and making my own salad. Like, that's just so cool. Like, you can't, just how they were so willing to, like, let me be able to do things back there and just open up that space and inviting me in, and telling me, like, good job, when I know, like, I was cutting up the vegetables wrong or making the coffee wrong. And I would say another moment was at our apartment. We went over to our neighbor's house and literally had chicken couscous, which is so good, or meat couscous, and just being invited again in that space. They're so good with hospitality. Yeah, we had dinner at 11 p.m. and we stayed there till 3 in the morning. But it was so much fun. We danced all night. We had tea. We had sweets, and it was just so sweet. The community. Okay, so my favorite view in Nicaragua was the sunset was going down, and it was one of these nights we were walking back. The sunset was going down, so it's really pretty in the back. And then there was a cross in the middle of the compound. And just, like, walking back and seeing the sunset go down in the cross, it was just really pretty. And I would also say, like, the volcano behind the door in Costa Rica. Oh, the sunset right behind our shed, which the shed was awesome. Go live in a shed. That's one of my things for the racers. Go live in a shed for a month. You'll come out, like, I don't even know what you'll come out like, but it was great. So yeah, the sunset behind the shed, and just being with all of the stream team. And then, yeah. Okay, what was next? Panama? Oh, Boquete. Just driving into the city Boquete and seeing all the mountains. I really love mountains. Spain, the beach, the sunrise at the ocean. So pretty. It's all sunsets and sunrises. In North Africa was the rooftop. Seeing the sunset again. Very pretty. I really love you guys. Like, again, just not being able to reach out to people this past month just was an eye-opener. Like, I want to constantly be pursuing the people in my life and being intentional with them, because that's what the Lord does for us every single day. And I know I'm gonna fall short, but just know, like, I want to do that. I want to be there for my people. I want to be there for my family. I want to be there for my friends. And so, yeah, I love you guys, and thank you for just coming with me, like, on this journey. I know it's been hard for you guys, and but just encouraging me on the way, and always just my dad sending me texts every single day, keep me updated on the Colts. Thanks, Dad. And my mom, just our last conversation, just how she's been pressing into prayer for me. It's been awesome. And I just know all my friends too. Like, I've been getting texts and calls, and just, yeah, I really miss and love you guys, and I want to be where I'm at right now without you. Alright, what's question number 1? Dang it. This is more than 5 words, I'm sorry.
What has ministry looked like for you this month?
Oh, I found my earring back. My peck of my earring.
What is your favorite view from each country you've been to thus far? Anything you would like to tell your friends and family back home?
Yeah, so thanks for watching. Subscribe to Tiffany's vlog. 550 likes, not on this one, but the other ones that she does. She's a great storyteller, and we're really lucky to have her. And just how she catches the moments, and yeah, she's just one in a million. Bye guys.